Cloverfield, boy, that's a hell of a name. I thought it was a giant nerd attacking the city.
Giant cow,
Yeah.
right? You know.
Let me ask you guys something.
Yes.
What did the name Cloverfield have to do with this movie?
Cloverfield is the name of the studio where they shot the film, and that was the code name that they'd given the film. And it kind of slipped out that it was being nicknamed Cloverfield, and they kind of said, you know what, maybe we should just keep it that way.
In one of the most underwhelming press announcements of all time.
Yeah.
And the secretly movie known as Cloverfield is actually titled, and this is after months of speculation, Cloverfield.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's not forget, at first it was a date, 1/18/08. And everybody's like, is that the
Well, that
name of
wasn't
the
the
movie?
title. It was just, that was what the trailer ended with, because they didn't have a name for the film yet.
But everybody at the end, they were like, is that the name of the movie? Well, that's some bullshit. You know, let me just say this. Man, this movie is some old great shit, boy. I love this. I will be you, and this will be one of the rare times that I will say that this movie was genius.
I'm not a big fan of horror movies, and I know that kind of cripples me as a reviewer. Not all that into ghost stories or the Japanese horror movies and even monster movies. This movie scared the shit out of me several times.
You were sitting next to me doing this like 12-year-old girl stuff where the only thing that was actually really scaring me, and I did like this movie, but the only thing that scared me was him going,
You know what? Oh my God, this movie's so good. I mean, you guys, I'm right there with you. This movie was just so unbelievably awesome. This is a movie made by a geek. It was made by a guy that, like us, walked out of Godzilla 10 years ago and said, you know what would make a really great monster movie? And that's Cloverfield. This is everything every giant monster movie has ever done wrong, done right.
But first he said, you want to make a really bad comedy? That guy from Friends in a movie about a funeral. That'd be terrific.
That's a horror
right,
movie.
right. It's the same guy who directed the Paul Bear.
It is.
Yeah.
The same guy directed
amazing.
the Paul
Hey,
Bear.
you know
Wait a minute,
what?
this is the same guy that directed the Paul Bear?
Yeah.
Yes, but he was then banished to television for 10 years for his sins, and this is his redemption.
Well, so in this movie, it starts out with a bunch of annoying ass 20-somethings having a going away party.
Dude, they were Abercrombie and Fitch models.
They sure were.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I hated.
They was just so very actory. Like everything. Like if you were to have a open cast call, these are all the people who would show up.
Yeah, we need to get a bunch of guys that look like douches. You know, that literally, they're the stereotypical douches. Can we get those?
Well,
No,
no, the
it's
beginning of a
something-
horror movie. They're the
let me-
same.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can we let you talk too?
He's been trying. He hasn't got a word.
I'm trying to get through this. I mean,
You're going to
fuck
record it and edit it in anyway.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna edit it now. Shit, you act like I don't ever fucking.
Oh,
you
come
act,
on,
I mean,
just
you
do
act,
the damn
no, you
thing.
act like I don't ever let you talk, and then when I say something like, "Oh, Corey gets to talk now," fuck you. Let me get a fucking sentence.
Oh no, it's a giant Corey attacking the city.
The giant Corey attacking the review.
Oh my God, it's Corey-dilla.
Hey, Carlisle, you get on my last white nerve.
Damn, that's what you want to cut in on. Shit, could have kept that. No, you're right. It is a bunch of Abercrombie and Finch models. I mean, if they had just attacked that room, I would have been fine. And these are some of the most annoying people in the world. But it quickly cuts into the film, the heart of the film, which is there's something attacking the city. No one really knows what it is. And without ruining too much, the movie plays out for most of that way. Like, you just don't know what is happening. You don't know what you're looking at. You really feel like you're in the confusion.
What's real good about this? Yeah, I mean, doing the shaky cam. Not everybody's with shaky cam, especially in the beginning. It starts out very shaky. So if you're prone to motion sickness, it's not going to be for you. But it does kind of steady up, although you don't notice it, or maybe just get used to it. But what this does is, like in a lot of movies like this, they want to go either the way of not showing you what the thing is at all, so you can have that fear, or showing you. And when they don't show it, yeah, you're scared at first, but eventually you start to go like, okay, look, motherfucker, just show me what this goddamn thing is. Now here, they keep showing you just little snatches, just enough to keep your appetite wet. And then when they finally do show it, it's like, holy fucking shit.
It's wet snatches.
I mean, I gotta say, like for me, I don't have a lot of fears of horror things, but the one thing I fear I've had since childhood,
Giant monster.
it's giant.
City?
Yeah, well,
Really?
yeah. I mean, I'll have nightmares about, and it's not always a giant monster. Sometimes it's like a giant wave. It's just some kind of giant force of nature that I can't reason or think my way out of. That's going to completely destroy me and everything around me. So this really played to me and my fears.
And what really works for this movie is this isn't a giant monster movie. This isn't every giant monster movie you've ever seen is exactly the same. Giant monster attacks a city. The general wants to nuke the city. The the scientist says, no, we can't do that. We can find a way around. No, this is a survival horror movie. This is about a bunch of average, everyday people, the kind of friends you have over to a party who are in the middle of a party when all hell breaks loose, and they're trying to escape and survive. And they're running through a city that, you know, things are getting messed up, but they're messed up in a way like on 9/11 where everybody's freaking out and nobody knows what's going on. And then just all this crazy shit is happening around them. And this is the story about a guy just trying to find his girlfriend.
Well, see, that's the thing about the movie. This is what people don't do with horror movies these days. People are like, I got a computer, I got CGI, I'll work my ass off on this. You gonna see everything. This movie doesn't show you that much, and that's what a horror movie should do. It should keep you guessing what the hell is going on, because you know what's going to happen. Your imagination's going to fill in the rest of it, because that's what I was doing. Like, what the hell is that?
Well, we're all dancing around here is the fact that although some people are going to not want to see this just because of the nature of the point of view cam, the shaky cam, really that's why this movie works as well as it does. I mean, if you take your head out of this for a minute and step back and say, what if they had filmed this without that, like a standard movie? It wouldn't have been terrible, but it just would have been okay. But they use the shaky cam, the point of view shot, to such great effect that you really do feel like you're in there with these people, even though you're like, what a bunch of stupid assholes. Leave the city. Fuck that girl.
Yes.
It's funny because it made me just compare it to what I Am Legend. Where I Am Legend seemed pretty cool, you know, it's like showing that, you know, New York destroyed, but it had nothing on this movie.
No, man. That's the thing. Yeah, look, a lot of people aren't going to like the shaky cam. That's fine. But that is what, a lot of people are going to complain. A lot of people complain. They walked out. They're like, I didn't know. I got a little ill. But that is what makes this movie as great as it is, because it feels real. And they blend in these special effects. And you wonder, like, damn, how did they do that?
It's showing the effects in a way that you could only get away with because of the point of view shot. The guy holding his camera, running around all shaky. You can only get away with it that way, and it just feels that much more convincing.
And when you finally see what this thing is, dude, you can't describe it.
No.
I bet if the four of us sat here and just wrote down what the thing looked like, we'd have four completely different descriptions. It's so something you haven't seen before, so original and so different and yet familiar at the same time. It's almost Lovecraftian in the point of the madness. I cannot define it. I can't describe it. You have to see it for yourself.
Well, I can guarantee you that if this hadn't been filmed the way it is with the home movie camera style, it would have looked average, you know what I mean? But the way they do it, they keep it, it's, even when we get a good glimpse of what's happening, it's still kind of shrouded in darkness, our heavy video grain. Man, look, this movie really is a genius approach to a genre we've seen overdone too many times.
It is the Godzilla monster movie, which is never really translated to America, and God knows they've tried over and over and over again. And this time they found the angle. They found what's going to work for it. Because damn if I didn't enjoy the hell out of myself.
So this was like a thrill ride to me at Disney, or like the best way to see this would be like some kind of digital projection on IMAX with a seat that shakes and blows wind or hot air at your face at certain times.
And how awesome was that ending? I mean, this movie just wrapped up perfectly to where you're just sitting there slack-jawed at the end going, oh my God.
You know, that's the thing. It's a short movie. Which is good. I mean, there's nothing I love more than a movie that knows when to end or ends leaving you wanting a little bit more, and have it be a good movie on top of that. I'm like, hey, that goes from an A to an A+ with me.
And did you guys stick around to listen to the soundtrack at the end, the final song to this? Oh my! It's the only music composed for the whole movie, because the whole movie is told as if it's real found footage. And in fact, this is the best found footage movie ever made. This blows the hell out of everything anyone's attempted before.
Yeah, Blair Witch ain't got shit on this.
Everything that was done wrong before is done right here. But the one piece of music, they get the guy who did The Incredibles,
right?
And oh my God, it's like it's the cherry on the top of the sundae. It's just everything about this movie is amazing.
Well, you know what's funny to me is, like, by the time things start going down, every black and Mexican was out the city.
Dude, or dead and eaten.
Yeah, we couldn't get through this whole review without you going there.
But I had to.
Leave it to the white boy to run back towards the monster. I must save my piece of ass. No, man, there's more pieces of ass on the other side of the river, motherfucker.
You know what? I'm just gonna say, man, these poor bastards, they can't catch a break to this thing either.
Well, it's their own fault. Like
Yeah,
I
no.
said, they got like so many opportunities to leave, and they're just like, no, I got to go after this girl who's almost certainly dead at the top of this building that's about to fall down.
No, I would have been like, excuse me, sir. I would have called a soldier over. Excuse me, sir. My girl's back there. Can you find her? Nope. Okay, well, I'm gone.
I know that's because you're black. See, you talking about all the black people and Mexicans live. That's because I know with the black people, as the minute a building fell, all took off running. In mass.
The minute a building fell, a door slammed, and all those black people gone from that party.
Except for the ones who were looting the electronics store.
Well, this is New York City. I would think the moment a building fell, everyone would be gone,
Look,
regardless of color.
Did you guys
New York
look?
City, between I Am Legend and this movie and the 9/11, it's like no wonder all the superheroes in New York, because that's where all the shit goes down.
Dude, did you guys see that girl? Oh my God, I would have gone back for her. That is, I mean, if you're gonna go back for anything, it's a piece of ass like that.
Once
I gotta
again-
say, those two chicks were like two of the hottest chicks I've ever seen.
Yeah, but once again, this is New York City. Dime a dozen, people.
Yeah.
Dime a dozen.
No, but when you have one of your own,
Well,
The guy who was about to become vice president of a major company in Japan, I don't think he's going to be hurting for trim.
Yeah, you know what's more beautiful than that girl? Life.
Indeed.
I'm sorry, I'm not that brave.
I will gladly trade staying alive with a mediocre woman over getting one last kiss from the hottie right before I get eaten by a big monster.
Yeah,
Just
you know,
saying.
man.
if you're gonna get eaten by a big monster, that's all I'm saying. If you're gonna get eaten by one, might as well be for that.
Yeah, no, it goes without saying that
Now-
I give this movie full price. What?
Oh no!
No, what are you gonna say?
Oh no! I you know what? We haven't talked about yet. What's so great about this movie and what's so brilliant about it is the way the movie goes and the way the movie wraps up. They could make another one of these without making a sequel. They could make another film that fills in the blanks that we don't see. We don't feel like we missed anything, but there are 2 or 3 other movies that they could make out of this without it feeling like they're treading on something great.
No,
I can't agree with that. Actually, one of the first things I said when I came out of this was I really hope they don't do that, because this is going to stand so well by itself, and it's going to look bad after 3 or 4 sequels, or people will look back and go, it was okay.
Yeah,
Whereas
no.
if this remains just Cloverfield, just this one movie, we'll always look on it like, wow, that was great.
I agree with both of you. I see your point. I mean, but see, that's the thing that works so great about this movie is that even when it's done, it's shrouded in mystery. And people, I'm not ruining anything. I'm just saying, if you like your movies tied up, real nice and neat, and you walk out with every bit of information, you will probably not like this movie.
Well, that's the like I don't have a complaint about it because I love the way it ended, but I just noticed in the reaction of the audience, which it is like kind of like the general populace dumbass audience who likes stupid shit like National Treasure 2. But for them, they were kind of like like they were wanting it. Something big to happen at the end.
They want an explanation, even if it makes no sense at all, like all of National Treasure 2. The thing is, this gave you just as much information as you needed to enjoy this film. I mean, how are we supposed to find out where the hell this thing came from? It's a point of view film. What one of the characters suddenly turns out is actually one of the top scientists or something, and gets in touch with the people from Tokyo, and they find out, no, only you can get in the submersible and go down and destroy its egg. It came from underwater.
Well, hell, if Carlisle's hero Michael Bay had done it, then you certainly would have got
exactly
the top
what
sign.
would
But but see, that's the thing, is that's what I love about this movie. It is so not a Michael Bay movie. It is exactly the opposite of what Hollywood would do. For months I've been wondering, why the hell are they showing this in January? And now that we see it, it's like, because this is so far removed from a summer blockbuster. This is the summer blockbuster for people who hate summer blockbusters.
Well,
Very true.
you know what? I said full price, but I don't know if everybody
break it out, break it
do
out,
it.
break it
Don't
out.
do
Because
it.
I'm going there
Don't
too.
do
Yeah,
it.
bust the
I'm
glass.
going there too.
I am.
Don't do it, Corey.
Why?
You saying you'd rather watch this movie and have sex?
That is not what we're saying.
Yes,
I did a
it
whole
is.
webcam about
And
it.
I also strongly disagree with you there. You were just
You're
being
on
a pussy.
crack.
No, I
Dude.
I will say that I give this movie better than sex.
Da-da-da-da.
Really, I love this movie so much that if the film reel was standing next to a woman, I would have sex with the film reel before her. Of course, the chick would be ugly and fat, but you know,
So not actually better than sex, just better than sex with a fat chick.
better than sex with an ugly chick. Let's not go too far.
I can't agree with you more. This is absolutely a better than sex film. This is literally one of those films that here 10 years down the road we're going to be comparing this to Blade Runner and The Matrix and the truly original science fiction film that came out and did something that no one else had ever done before.
Yeah, I would say
what this is.
Let me tell you how I put it this way. Better than sex. I'm talking about better than sex for one night. You know,
No. See, well, the thing is, but like I talked about, better than sex is just a rating. It's our 11.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying
it goes to 11. It's that rare time. That,
No, I got you. It's better than, but I'm just saying, like, if you know, I would be willing to say, you know, baby, this is a kick-ass movie I'm gonna watch right now. Let's do it tomorrow. I want to see
do it after because
yeah.
this is such. Oh man, is this a geek play movie? If you have a girlfriend, if you can't get laid after this movie, I can't help you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Leon.
Golly, I feel like I love this movie just as much as you guys do for all the same reasons. And I'm going to say full price. I don't know if I want it ready to go better than sex because I do kind of tend to reserve that for my big time Oscar movie made me cry. But God damn, this is a high full price movie for me.
Okay, this is so not in the same category as Blade Runner or The Matrix. But that being said, it is an excellent action movie that tries a different tact that succeeds at making a real interesting film. I think it's going to stand the test of time and all that, but I don't think anybody's going to look at this at quite that level of quality of science fiction. It's just a really effectively used gimmick. Full price.
Like full price.
Full price.
No, good movie.
My Yul Brynner review. Full price.
Full price.
All right.